So in Santa Clarita, California, concerns are being raised about the handling of an incident in which sheriff's deputies detained at gunpoint 2 black teens in Santa Clarita who were actually the victims of an assault by a homeless man. And so basically, a homeless man assaulted these black teens, and the cops were called. And the cops, instead of pointing guns at the homeless man, they pointed guns at the black teens. So let's take a look at the clip, because there is one. Oops, where is it?
Get away from me.
It's the other guy. It's the other guy. It's the other guy. Put your guns down.
Yeah, did you see that someone had weapons?
Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Keep your hands up. Guys, if you're not, put your hands up.
Oh, this for a
Put your
homeless guy
hands
with a
up.
knife.
Oh, they got their friends.
Put your hands
Guy
up.
with a knife.
I'm the manager here at Buffalo Wild Wings. They don't care because they black. They don't care because they black. They don't care because they black. I'm the one that called you. They didn't do nothing at all.
Back up.
I'm the one that called you. It was not them.
They didn't do nothing wrong. They put it.
Sir, can I please
Racial profiling.
talk to you for a minute?
So this is she identifies herself as the the manager of Buffalo Wild Wings, which is the person who called the cops in the first place. And so she's trying to talk to them calmly and explain the situation, that they're, apprehending or pointing guns at the wrong people, at the actual victims.
They didn't call the
Guys, back up.
We're not doing that.
We were just eating.
We're right here. We're right here. They didn't even do nothing.
Back up.
You need to let them go. That guy is coming away with a knife.
I understand.
This is bullshit, man. This is bullshit. This is bullshit. They didn't even do nothing. They didn't even do nothing.
That guy was drinking alcohol. There's a
They don't care because they black. They don't give a fuck. They don't care because they don't care because they black. Because they black. They don't care. Because they black. That's why. Yeah, they don't care because they black. They don't care because they black. This is some bullshit.
They still have the guns pointed at them.
How many guns do you
Because they
need?
fucking black.
Good
That's
job
why.
de-escalating,
They black.
Sheriff.
They
Good
black.
job de-escalating.
This is crazy, man. This is some bullshit. This is some bullshit. I'm just do nothing at all.
This is why are they?
This is some bullshit.
You guys are wasting time by arresting this kid. It's not even
They don't care. They don't care.
That's 32-year-old that was coming at them.
With a knife. With a knife. Some bullshit, man.
Yeah, so instead of using the time finding the actual assailant, what do you call it?
Yeah, the person that they called saying this guy's crazy. He's
They're wasting time apprehending these teenagers.
And
like,
they refuse to
at
listen to
gunpoint.
anyone.
How many guns are pointed at these guys? They're already all right. It's there's news coverage of it, so let's look
they're
at
like, we just ate and we just wanted to go home.
yeah.
Video drawing
See
a
the
lot
news
of
coverage.
attention and criticism. It shows LA County Sheriff's deputies detaining black teenagers at gunpoint, even though it appears the teens were not the suspects in the crime, but the victims. Our Veronica Miracle is live in Santa Clarita with more on this story. Veronica.
Well, LA Sheriff don't believe
And you can see a small group of protesters right behind me. There's been maybe about a dozen for the last few hours or so. But however, that video has gone viral and thousands of people have seen it. And now the city of Santa Clarita is demanding an investigation.
This is crazy.
A passerby captures a now viral video of 2 teens in Santa Clarita being detained by deputies at gunpoint.
Get away from me.
It's the other guy. It's the other guy.
But a manager from a nearby Buffalo Wild Wings says in the video, those kids were victims in a crime and that a man with a knife attacked the teens and they were simply defending themselves with their skateboards.
I told your sergeant who was the problem and what was going on. And for you guys to act this way,
Tonight, the city of Santa Clarita releasing a statement saying in part, we have asked that the review be expedited and any necessary actions be taken. In addition, we've asked that the deputy be removed from the field pending the outcome of the investigation. Sheriff Alex Villanueva says the call came in to deputies as an assault with a deadly weapon and that the teens matched the description of individuals involved.
I have concerns regarding the tactics employed. A call for service was received regarding a felony assault, and the deputies detained those allegedly to be involved. The matter is currently being investigated.
Protesters who've seen the viral video are now demanding immediate action from the sheriff's department.
I don't understand why in certain situations, why do police have to, why are they so hostile? When I have more patience than them, then that's a problem.
And David and Colleen, when we asked the sheriff's department about that other person involved who allegedly had a knife and got away, they responded and said, quote, they were unable to locate the possible victim. Reporting live in Santa Clarita, Veronica Miracle, ABC 7 Eyewitness News.
They called the homeless guy that attacked them with a knife a possible victim. Oh my God. I know. Of attacking black people.
Hold on. Let them get their report straight so that none of them are liable for anything.
That's the thing. It's like, if you're black and, you know, being attacked, are you even, would you even call the cops?
They don't, normally. They try not to.
Otherwise,
especially if they already know that they're in a jurisdiction where the response is they're automatically looked, even if some people can't even put, their alarm system, because their department might show up and assume when that alarm gets triggered, if you're a black man that owns that house, there's a risk that they can think you're the intruder. It's like a lot of Asian people or white people don't really have to think about that. We don't have to think about what could be a bad response, and is that part of,
Yeah, so for
part
black
of the pros
Americans,
and cons.
I guess so for black Americans, calling cops is just going to make the situation worse.
Possibly.
Yes. Or no, statistically. That's why they don't do it.
Statistically, yeah.
They're like, chances are this is going to make things worse, so I'm not going to do it.
There's no de-escalating the situation if I need help.
So really, that's a pretty good, I don't know, maybe I'm being ignorant, but I feel like that's a pretty good summarization of the Black Lives Matter movement and the defund the police movement. It's not to defund the police, it's to create the necessary resources to identify and deal with situations like these, nuanced situations.
Never happened.
Like these,
yeah,
right?
The police armed to the T like that. Maybe they shouldn't have been the ones responsible to respond to something like this.
I know,
and
I
give
shouldn't.
other people who are more qualified to de-escalate a situation as such, and to go and
it's bringing if you were okay. So there was a report of a knife, and it's if you brought a handgun, that'd be more than enough. But then to point a full on rifle at them,
and the other guy had his handgun out. Jesus. The guy on the driver's seat.
I know, right? Yeah.
And the kids quite literally had their hands up right there, all three of them visible. The cops were behind these vehicles, which within themselves are deadly weapons.
They treat them like suicide bombers.
Those are the yeah, I'm like, the kids have their hands up.
What is it? Zero Dark 30?
And the poor lady was trying to coach them, don't put your hands down, don't put your hands down.
Every cop thinks they're in Hurt Locker.
Trigger-happy cop could just start shooting.
I know.
Don't try to pull your pants up, let them fall. Don't, whatever, just...
I think now every time...
Stay safe, get home. Stay safe, get home. That's what they're taught the goal is whenever they get caught in a hairy situation where there's a gun pointed at them.
Thank God this was filmed. How many times has this happened where it's not filmed?
Stay safe, get home, lawyer up later.
Santa Clarita's close too.
It was LA County Sheriff.
That's like an hour away from us.
That's why I was like, oh, well, who do you call then if you can't call 911 for help?
I know.
You're being assaulted, and then you call for help, 911, and then the police come, and then you're the what?
I know. I guess there needs to be an A team for black people. I'm in trouble.
Oh, and then watch. Oh. That's when they're good. That's when they're gonna start putting gun. What's it called?
A gun ban. I know.
Yeah. Oh, better get our weapons before.
They did it to the Black Panthers. Hi everyone. Hope you liked the video. Remember to like and subscribe if you want to see more.
Happy 420 wherever you are. Bye.
And if you don't have buds, we're your buds.